Yo, what's going on guys, Manny here and welcome back once again to Sunday League with Under the Radar FC. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for the support on the last video. Unfortunately, we did lose to the SC Dons, but like I said, I did think we made a decent account of ourselves and hopefully we'll be able to play them again in a rematch. We are back for more familiar settings however, and we're going to be playing against the Oddfellows Arms. I'm not going to say too much about this game, but if you haven't watched the UTR documentary already, you'll know all about it there, so check that out. The link is down in the description below, or you can just see it on the channel in the UTR videos. The matchup for today is pretty much like Sunday League's own version of the Community Shield. Wellington dropped out the league above, so by default we're going to be playing the Oddfellows Arms, and it should be hopefully very interesting. So yeah, let's not waste too much time and let's head straight into the lineup. So in goal it's going to be the same as last week. We're going to have Mitch. At right back we're going to have Bradley. A new face for us at the back is going to be Sam. Some of you guys seem to know him already. It's going to be Captain Tolu playing next to him at centre back. Reggie's going to come back into the lineup at left back. Across the middle it's going to be myself. Then we're going to have Jed. And then to finish off the midfield is going to be Mike's. Playing on the wing for us today on the right side is going to be Toby. On the left is going to be Santos starting for us. And then playing up top as our striker today is going to be Thomas. Subs bench for today is going to be Qualms. Then we're going to have Eric, Kieran, big time superstar Lamray, and Andrew, aka Drew. Before you guys come through the comments, yeah, like why isn't Lamray starting? Head to his Instagram right now and message him saying why aren't you starting? Say why don't you want to start? So then here we have it, a sunny day at Meridian. We've played on this pitch before. If you don't know already, we played Bayswater. This is where we won the first cup final last year, and it was a very eventful game. So we're hoping for more of the same today. And I'm sure today as well you'll notice that the pitch is in much better condition than it was when we played the final against Bayswater. So well done to the guys at Meridian for that, as Tolly plays this into the feet of Mike's, but the number 8's nipped in there, won the ball for them, and he's gone for a shot, and it's not too far off the left post, it's not far at all. We've got a throw on the left and it's going to be taken in by Reggie there. Their defender's done well to nip in, and it's cleared further away by the number 8, but only as far as Sam, who I do like. He is quite composed on the ball at the back, which is something you need from time to time. Reggie's delivery's been stopped. It's going to drop down only as far as myself. I'm going to control it and play in there. It's a bit high for Thomas, but he's done well to deal with it. It's going to go out here to Toby, and he's got the overlapping run of Brad, but the pass is a little short, and we'll get a throw. Bradley's going to take the throw in, and it's going to go into the feet of Mike's, who can't get under control this time, and it's going to be that number 8 for Oddfellows sweeping up again, and he's going to try and get them moving. Loose touch from the number 9, and I'm there to sweep in. It's a throw. They're going to try and work this down the line then. That's the thing that you're always taught in football. Try and work the line, as that's what they tried to do. I've won the header there against number 8. Toby's lucky to get out there unscathed from that challenge there, as he puts the pressure back on there with Thomas on the goalkeeper. He's been forced to clear it, and it's going to come down only as far as myself. Santos in there with a little 50-50. It's going to drop to Mike's. Nice feet there, nice little turn into the feet of Thomas. He can't get it sorted, and Oddfellows might be able to get rid of this one. They've then set themselves on the counter-attack. It's this number 4 trying to steam forward for them, but Tolu's going to come across and sweep that nicely for us. We're back inside their half, and it's gone to the number 8 as they've tried to work the line again. It's not really worked for them, as we've won possession back, and it looks like we might be able to try and keep it and slow it down. This is nice, the little triangles that you learn in training, as Mike's plays a searching ball in behind looking for Jed. Jed comes across and he keeps it alive quite well. It's gone to Toby now, who's going to try and get his head up and assess his options. He tried to get to the edge of the box to me, fallen short a little bit, but we still got it on the edge of the box in this area. Santos tries to pop it into me once again, fallen short, and Oddfellows can deal with it. Number 14 for Oddfellows has picked up the ball and he's going to play it into that man there who tries to knock one round the corner. Sam's touch there is a little bit loose and the number 8's gone sliding in there on Reggie, but the referee's given the free kick to them. Number 9 for Oddfellows to take this and he's going to knock this one over the bar, and that one is a bonnet bouncer. It's absolutely hit someone's car. Tolu's got the ball in defence for us and he's going to be pickpocketed. Number 9 manages to get a toe in there. It's going to come out here to the number 4. His touch is loose. It's going to go to Jed, who knocks it away from that guy and he plays it into Mike's. Gets the ball back and the referee's going to give us the advantage. We've got a throw, not far from their box. It's in there looking for Thomas. It's gone over his head and Oddfellows will get this one clear for the moment. It's come out to this guy. That's a nice first touch. He's going to get his head up as well and play one down the line, looking for the number 9 as Tolu there has fallen to the ground. Been a bit unfortunate. Number 9 skips through the gap. They're wanting a free kick there. Referee says nothing doing and we are able to defuse the situation in the end. Bradley's going to bring it out here to Mike's. Mike's going to get his head up. Unfortunately, his pass is cut out. Thomas is going to continue by putting them under pressure from the front, and they're calling for an offside here. It does look like they might have a shout. I think that actually was offside, but play continues anyway. Thomas slides Santos in behind. He's knocked it past the goalkeeper, but there's a man on the line to stop anything from going, and I don't think it had enough power on it anyway. As Mike tries to play this one through the gap, it's blocked by the ref, and that starts a little dispute over what happens, because I do believe the new rule at the moment is instead of a drop ball, you give it to the team that was last in possession or something, uncontested. So yeah, that sparked a little bit of a debate, but I'm not even sure where it ended up. I don't know the new rule. Like, honestly, there's been a load of new rules chucked into football, and I'm still waiting to learn them all. A throw in once again from the Oddfellows left back, and it's going to hit off the number 8 here. I go and smack one up into an area there, and it looks like it might bounce kindly for Santos. Santos threw in on goal. Santos, can he apply the finish? He's hit it straight at the goalkeeper this time. Almost 15 minutes have been played, and so far we've showed a little bit of intent, but still nothing quite clear cut. Maybe that Santos chance comes close to being that, but it's going to be Reggie coming forward into space there. Thomas there trying to get past their player. Clever flick by Santos. Thomas one-on-one with their defender. Doesn't look too confident in his ability there, the defender. As Thomas gets past him, takes the shot, and the goalkeeper saved it. Still not cleared their lines, but they're trying to do so this time with the left back, and it doesn't look like a bad pass. This could get them on an attack, but the number 9 has quite a bit of work to do here up against Sam, and he's also got Tolu to get through as well if he wants to get to that goal. Sam's done really well up against him, too strong for him there as well, and he's going to bring the ball out for us, or so we thought. The pass has gone astray. Now, regardless, that was good play from Sam. Unfortunate with the pass, though, is this time they've forced the pass. It's gone to Reggie, who's played it straight to Santos. Santos got a bit of space in front of him, tries to find Thomas there. He's been fouled on the way through. Referee says nothing doing. We've got a throw in just in front of the halfway line. It's going to be Reggie into Jed. Jed's going to knock it round the corner to myself and get the ball back. Can he find a forward pass? He does, to the feet of Thomas. Thomas is going to set this back. I'm going to try and play this first time over the top for Jed, but the keeper reads it well and he's out quickly. I would say, though, so far so good. We've shown our intent to try and play good football this season. I have said it to the boys. I've said it in the kit launch video as well. My thing isn't not necessarily just chasing the wins, but to be honest, to be playing good football, nice football, moving the ball nicely, not taking too many touches where we can, and just sometimes simplifying the game. So it's nice to see that we're trying to carry that into this season, and hopefully we'll score some nice goals and just show you some good play throughout the season. As Bradley's little run there has almost come to something. Jed knocks it round to Santos, and Santos is going to hold on to it for a moment and just recycle the play. It's going to go to Reggie. He's got number 20 in front of him. Reggie, can he get past him? Reggie's going to burst it past him for a moment. Can he get into the box? It's a good delivery. No one really attacking it, and that is one of our weaknesses. But it's come to the edge of the box to Mike's, and it's not a bad effort, to be honest. That's very, very close. I reckon that we might see a few of those this season. We know he's got the ability to do so, and we're just hoping that we see it. As Oddfellows are going to try and play it out from the back this time. It's coming to the number 2, their left back. He plays it into the feet of the number 9. Number 9 seems to have skipped away from Sam, but only for a moment. He's done well to come across and recover. Toby's done well to nip in there and get the ball back for us. And so far, so good. I do think we are the team on top. Oddfellows doing little bits here and there, but it does look like we might be in control. As this time we're going to play it out wide to Santos. Santos is going to play it back to Tolu. It looks like we are more confident in keeping the ball. This is something that SE Dons did last week to us. They kept the ball, they were patient, and they tried to look for openings, and that's what I've tried to do there, but this time it's cut out. It's going to go back to their goalkeeper, though, and he's going to clear it. It's not the greatest of clearances, though. It's going to go only as far as Jed. Lovely little turn from Mike's against the number 14. Tries to play it into Thomas there. It's caught under his feet a little bit, and it's going to go back out to Jed. It's headed away by Oddfellows. It's going to come back out to Mike's. Can we get something still from this attack? It's with Bradley now, who keeps it in. He's going to go to Mike's again. He's got time to get his head up, play one into the box, but Oddfellows is going to head it away. Number 9 for Oddfellows, cuts inside against Tolu. He's going to get a shot off there, but it's going to be blocked by Reggie. Didn't look like it was going too far anyway, as the 14 keeps it alive for them. Sam comes across and it's another good tackle. It's a race to the ball in between Toby and the number 22. Number 22 coming close to taking Toby's legs, but he's done well just to avoid it there. Santos has the ball for us, not too far from their box. He's got Jed in support, he takes a touch. He's setting himself up for a shot, blocked by the number 22. At 0-0, and in football, it's always anyone's game. You never know. You can have all the pressure in the world, but if you're not taking your chances, it's not going to come to anything as Santos' shot is blocked. Oddfellows are going to try and get this one clear. It's going to come out to me, and I get the pass wrong to Bradley. Mitch is going to take a kick from just inside our half. He's looking for Thomas in the box. Thomas jumping with their goalkeeper has dropped it. Free kick. We've still kind of got them penned in. This time it's Mike's challenging with the big man there. Number 22 does well to shield it, but only for a moment as Mike's has got his toe to it and Toby's got his toe to that. But the goalkeeper's first to the ball. Now the ball's going to come out here to Sam, who's going to take it on his chest, and he's going to look up and play it into space for Mike's. Mike's up against his number 8. He's trying to get tight to Mike's, but maybe a little bit too tight. He's dropped the shoulder and dropped the dummy twice, and he plays it over the top for Jed. Jed controls it nicely, but the shot isn't quite how he would have liked to connect with it, and they've saved it and cleared it. Number 20 for the Oddfellows inside our box now, and he's holding it up. We need to be very, very careful in this area where you don't want to give away a penalty off anything silly, and I've cleared it, but not far enough. Number 14 for them is going to be first to capitalise on the ball, and they've kept this alive nicely. They've moved it around nicely. Can they do anything more though? Number 8 there, trying to find something past my foot there, but he can't, and I'm going to slice this one out of play. They're trying to grow into the game a little bit more. Those little things will bring confidence for them. Number 14 goes for a shot from distance. It's blocked by Jed, and it looks like it's going to come to me. I don't get the header right, but there I've been shoved in the back by the 20. Referee says nothing doing, but he gives the free kick for them this time. And I wasn't happy with that decision because I believed that I was shoved in the back. Referee didn't believe so, and he gives me a talking to. So I heard his point, and that was done. We move on. Number 9 for Oddfellows, sizing this one up, trying to get a cross into the box, but it goes only as far as my big fat head as it drops out to Mike's. Mike's is going to win us a free kick there. It's going to be in the air then. Toby up against number 2, just turns his back there. Referee sees nothing wrong with that. Play continues. Jed comes across. Toby knocks it through the legs of the number 2, who probably wasn't happy with that challenge a few seconds earlier. Jed gets it across the box. Thomas goes for a shot. It's going to be blocked. Toby thought about the shot, but I'm glad that he didn't go through with it because he would have hit that head of the number 21. Definitely. As we still kept play alive though. It's going to be Mike's. He played it back to me and didn't really know he was going back to me. And there I've given away a free kick. Number 8 for Oddfellows, their captain has it over on the far side. He's twisting and turning, can't really find any space. Tries to go back to this guy there, Santos, with a clever turn and sends him spinning. He's going to go forward there, and he's done well to retrieve possession for us. Mitch has the ball, he's outside his box. He does find himself in that position from time to time. It's going to go out wide looking for Toby. He's done well to get any sort of control on that. Number 2's on his case. He's tried to poke a pass in behind for Thomas. It hasn't come off at the first time. He's done well to keep possession for us. And it's going to go to Mike. So Mike's going to play the ball across to me. I'm going to get my head up and see Reggie in a bit of space. Pass a little bit behind him. He goes to wind up a shot there. And I think it was a shot anyway. It's just going to trickle through. Number 14 for Oddfellows seems to have been caught in possession. Jed comes across there and he's left it for Thomas. Thomas does well to bring the ball here to Reggie. We're going to keep possession again. Like I said, it's a work in progress, but we're starting to finally get a little bit better at this as Sam's going to get his head up and play it into Bradley. Bradley's going to take it in field. He knows he's going to beat this number 4 for pace all day long. He's going to play it into Jed. Lovely little turn from Jed. Seats that defender, tries to get through the gap there, and it's not really on. Oddfellows trying to bring the ball forward. Poor pass from the number 9. I'm going to pick up on that and play it back to Tolu. Tolu into Jed. It's flicked around to Mike. This is a good play so far from UTR. It's into Thomas. Pass a bit behind him, but he's done really well to adjust and keep the ball for us. He's going to play it into me. Shoving the back again from the number 8. Referee sees nothing wrong with it. It's going to be deep in their half with their centre back this time. He tries a little fake shot. He's been caught in possession, but the referee says he's been caught there on his ankle, I think it is. And he's gone over, rolling over. Toby gets a talking to as a result of that challenge. He's not best pleased with it. He doesn't believe that that's the right decision. He's still having a little bit of a debate with the linesman. The referee turns around, he sees it though, and he sees that is enough to give Toby a yellow card. So there's a yellow card for that, and maybe he should have just left it this time. It's up in the air now for Reggie to deal with. He's not dealt with it at the best there. Number 20's done well to put his body across him. Reggie gets a bit of luck. It goes back to him, comes out to me. I try and play it onto Tolu there. It looks like this one might just run out of play. And then Tolu's going to proceed to take the ball back a little bit further. Referee's not happy with that. That's going to be a yellow card as well. The cards are flying out now. Another ball high in the sky, dropping there over the head of Jed. Tolu calls it and then he plays it into my chest, something that I wasn't really expecting, but I've dealt with it okay. It's going to go out wide to Reggie. Reggie getting forward. He's done well so far in this game. He plays it into Jed. Nice little touch. Taking on the number 18 there. Gets across. Tries to play it into Thomas. Keeper's done well to get a hand to it. Jed goes for a shot. Great block. Body's on the line from Oddfellows. It's going to come back out here. Santos trying there. Jed comes back with the ball. Tries to get through the gap. And Oddfellows will deal with it. We have it in Tolu's hands over on the far side. He's going to throw it in, looking for Thomas's feet. Finds it. Good control as well. I've rolled it back to Tolu this time, but he's lost possession there to the number 8. He tries to roll one in behind, but Mitch is quick off his line this time, and he's going to play it out. So then, their right back's going to take that throw, and it's a long, flat one, but it's cleared away by Jed, only as far as the number 9 this time. Jed tries to close it down, its hit body's there, and it's going to be cleared up in the air by Reggie. This time, Toby's misjudged the bounce. It's going to come to the number 2, who plays a nothing ball in behind. It looks like the number 20 might have interfered with play, but play continues, and I'm not going to lie to you, if play continues, that has got to be a penalty. Definitely. Mitch comes across, uses his body there, but he's put the guy to the ground, but the referee sees nothing wrong with it once more. But yeah, that's going to be that. It's 0-0 at half-time. No goals as of yet in this game, but there have been a few chances.
Boys, we're playing like, I don't get why we're playing 100 miles an hour. You guys want to play, I understand, and you're getting onto me because I say we don't have to play yet. Because we haven't made any room or any space in order to play. You guys want to play when the tempo of the game is at 100 miles an hour. That's why when Mitch gets it and rolls it out, we lose it straight away. Because we need to settle. That's why I say on goal kicks, let's all get up and win the battle. Let's control the tempo of the game. We're playing 100 miles an hour and we can't do nothing.
And the recovery has to be faster as well.
And the talking, and this is what I'm saying, the talking on the ball is piss poor. And when I'm talking, people are complaining. I don't get it. When I have the ball, or when someone has the ball, say your name, say yes, yes. Don't just show hands or do it in behind, because that's nothing. I don't know what to do with that.
Listen, it's been a good half. You guys are on top. Like Tolu's saying, when the centre backs get the ball, you've got to be on him. Like, there's times where you might be facing him, but you've got a man up the back. Just be in that little space, half and half, and then even if you're bouncing him, he's got an option. Then it's drawing someone in, and then there's another movement.
That's what I'm saying. The time where Tolu overran the ball, I've come in to make that movement. I already popped to Tolu once. I've come in to make that movement.
I know,
so
but sometimes stand still. Because he doesn't. He's had to make that movement because you've done your job, but then there's no one else. But if you've played it and you stand still, the player's going to go anyway. You get the ball and then you switch it out. Trust me, stand still sometimes.
Sam, when, like, me and Sam are on, even Brad, we're on all the time. Reg, when we get the ball, we need to start off. We need to get high and wider early.
Yeah, but he's an out ball. And
he's an out ball. Yeah, and then Sam, when we get the ball, because of the wind, maybe we work better this way. We don't always have to go long.
But it's just the option, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So then, we are back in the second half, and it's going to be Mitch starting us off with a big drop kick, searching for Thomas. 22 is trying to hold him off. 18 comes across and sees it out, but only for a corner. Can't keep his foot in. That corner's going to be taken by Mikes. He's gone across, and it's a very high one. It's just almost like he took that with a spade, that one. Goes there. Tolu's tried to keep it alive. Thomas's header's going to trickle out and go out for a goal kick. Throw-in taken by Reggie inside our half. Tolu controls it, and then he's going to try and find a little pass into the gap to Jed. Jed knocks it around to Reg. Reg gets his head up there, and it's going to go into Thomas. A bit of loose control for a moment. He takes it on no, and he's trying to play it into Santos here, but it's going to be offside. So a kick from Mitch, once again a large one. This time a little bit of loose control from Reg, but it's going to come across, and he's won us a throw-in. That guy's there has proceeded to kick the ball away, just like Tolu did, and he's going to get himself a yellow card. They've just knocked one down the line in search of the number 9. It's a bit weird seeing him play at striker. Normally when we play against the Oddfellows, he does play in midfield, but he's got a different role today. Jed does well to nip in ahead of the number 21. Thomas wins the header, but once again keepers out quickly. This time it's going to be Oddfellows trying to clear it and get back into our half. We're going to win the header initially. It's going to drop off the 14's boot to Mike's. Mike's with a nice little turn there. He's got me in support, but he doesn't need me for a moment. And he gets his head up and sees Jed in space. Jed's got Santos there, but the pass is behind him. And it's happened a few times today where our passing has been lacking. But this time I'm going to get it back out to Mike's. Good touch. He's going to get his head up again, but he's going to fake this time, and we're going to slow it down. Something that we don't often do in our game is slow it down. And that's what I think, in modern football anyway, most of the best teams do. They slow the things down, they're patient, and they look for the right passes, the simple ones. That's what we've managed to do this time. It's going to go out wide here to Bradley. Bradley going to use his pace up against the number 4. See you later. Tries to cut one back, and he's going to earn us a corner. So then Mikes is going to go over to take that corner from the right. It's going to be in swinging towards the front post, and Reggie is free inside the box, so he's going to get his head to it and make it 1-0. I'm not sure about the celebration. I think it's a little bit outdated. Change it up, Reg. But it doesn't matter. We are 1-0 up, and finally we've gotten that goal that I do think we actually really have deserved. So let's take a look at how it's happened. Mike's into the front post. Reggie there, unmarked. Number 7's just left him to his devices, and he's scored the first goal for us in this game. Play goes on. We're 1-0 up now. We got a goal that we needed. Maybe that might settle us a little bit as Thomas has put that goalkeeper to the ground. They're not happy with that, and you can see why. As this time the goalkeeper's going to roll it. Number 21's not paying attention. Santos rolls it into Jed. Jed, can he get a shot off? He does. He goes with the outside of his boot for some reason, though, and the keeper saves it. Once again, it's going to be Mike's taking the corner this time from the left-hand side, and arriving late at the back post is going to be Tolu to head it in, and we scored 2 goals in quick succession. That is a very, very good set piece and a good header at the back post. There is the Aubameyang and Lacazette celebration, and who would have thought it? UTR scoring from set pieces twice in a game. I don't think we've ever really done that properly, but that's 2 good headers there, and we're 2-0 up. Very good goal. We're going to make a substitution. Thomas is going to come off the field and we're going to bring on Drew, another big strong guy up front. 2-0 up, and for the moment we have a little bit of a cushion. It's a nice pass out there from Mitch, finding the feet of Reggie. Reggie's going to play it into me. I'm going to turn and play it out wide to Mike's. What can Mike's do? He's got a few bodies in front of him. He's going to move into the space a little bit. He's got Drew making a run forward. He tries to pick him out this time and he can't quite do so. Tries to go back to Bradley. Bradley's run's finished and he's not too happy with that. It's just going to roll straight out. Now it's going to come out here to Reggie. Number 20 is closing him down. He does well to skip away from the challenge. Gets a little bit excited and does that for some reason. But we still kept the ball only for a moment before I give it away. Number 20 is going to pick it back up. He goes to ground quite softly. Referee's never going to give that. Reggie skips past this guy. Number 20 goes to ground, but this time to take Reggie down. And they are not happy with the previous challenge. Free kick to us though. It is starting to fall apart a little bit for Oddfellows as Bradley's nipped in there. It's going to go to me this time. Cut away from the number 21. I've played a pass through. Drew's let it run. It goes through to Jed. And Jed is going to make it 3-0. So all of a sudden, we couldn't get any goals in the first half. But now they're just flowing and we can't stop. But Jed to apply the finish from centre mid. Good little run going forward. There the pass there. Looked like it was going into the space for Drew. I can't even tell you if I meant it or not. But it's gone through to Jed. And he slotted it past the goalkeeper. So that's 3-0. Now that he's scored and it seems like he's done his job, we're going to take off Jed at the 63rd minute. Eric, new face, is going to come on and I'm sure you guys are going to like him. Sam has the ball over on the far side and he's going to try and play it into the feet of Drew. He does so. Number 22, you can see the frustration coming through. Free kick. Mike's is going to try and make it 3 successful set pieces. That's not the case this time as they've cleared it. Only as far as myself though. And we can keep this move going as it's going to go out wide here to Reggie. Reggie into the feet of Eric. Eric with some nice neat feet. You'll see that for sure. As he keeps it away from the number 8. It's going to come back to myself. Eric maybe tries to be a little bit too clever there. And now he's gotten himself into a battle with this number 8. Number 8 here goes to dive in and I've seated him this time. They get the free kick for that anyway, and they're going to clip it forward, but it's going to be dealt with by Bradley only for a moment. I try and get in there, and I've been shoved in the back once again by that number 8, and my knees have landed under me there. It didn't feel too good at all, I have to tell you that. Anyway, they're trying to bring it out from their box. This time they've been a little bit sloppier. It's going to be Mike's to capitalise on it. He's going to cut in, and you know he's going to shoot from there. It's going to be tipped over the bar for a corner. For some reason, that corner's been taken from the right as, once again, it's a very deep one. Reggie's going to try and keep this in, but this time he's not going to be successful. Toby's going to pick up the ball and he's going to bring it in field, trying to find Santos there. Can't find any gap. Number 8 blocks 2 passes there, as this time Mike's finds the gap there. Deactivated 2 of their midfielders, taking them totally out the game, and we are going to work it back out to this right-hand side with Eric. Eric onto Bradley, number 17, coming across to try and cause him problems. Bradley's going to keep a cool head and play it straight back to the feet of Eric. Little shoulder drop from Eric, he loves that one. It's gone into me. I've rolled it round the corner to Drew. Drew puts it across, it's gone to the box there, and Santos is going to have a simple tap in there. Probably the easiest goal he's going to get this season. Empty goal. It looks like Oddfellows might be down and out now, and Santos has opened his account for the season. We're loving it. It's quite simple for us at the moment, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's the sort of football that I want us to move it across, make openings, make spaces out wide, get across into the box, and there you have it. Just a simple finish for Santos. Going going to be another substitution. Toby's coming off the pitch and we're going to be bringing on Kieran to try and get some minutes in him. It's up in the air and it looks like I'm going to get this header uncontested. Number 8 didn't really fancy it, but he wins the ball back for them only momentarily. Lovely little shoulder drop from Eric as he brings the ball across for Reggie. Reggie's got plenty of space down this side. He's going to find the feet of Santos nicely. Great little touch there. He's going to try and reverse this one into Drew. Drew's going to be just offside there. Referee blows the whistle. Oddfellows trying to clear their line again. It's going to be Santos closing down. Probably the weirdest pass that I'll ever do, but it's worked. It's gone to Eric. And here we are again, trying to do that thing that I've been mentioning, slowing the game down. Because at times, when the game's like this, you don't really need to force things. And we aren't trying to do that at the moment, but it's going to go out across here to Sam. Sam gets his head up and it's a lovely ball in behind for Bradley. Bradley's going to keep this one in surely. Once again, it's deflected across the box and they've dealt with it for now, Oddfellows. Not for long though, as Mike's is going to wriggle away from challenge. Little fake shot there, sells a 21 and he's going to line up a shot. Goes for it, it's a good strike and the goalkeeper palms it away. Another substitution to be made, it's going to be Reggie coming off the pitch for Qualms. Under 20 minutes to be played now, and Oddfellows trying to bring it out, but this guy's over, tipped the ball there, and it's gone to Santos, who's done well to nip in there and win it for us. Goalkeeper's fumbled it here, and Drew's going to have an open net to tap it into and open his UTR account. That's his first goal for the club, and it's good to just get in behind there, put pressure on the goalkeeper, and wait till he makes a mistake. When you put pressure on people, they're always bound to make mistakes, unless they're calm. So then, at the moment, it's not looking too good for Oddfellows, but we continue on, and this time they're going to try and switch the play, looking for this number 7 there. It's going to be Qualms jumping in there to capitalise on that. Number 7's chasing him back with intensity there. This guy comes across and is absolutely clattered into Qualms. It's got to be a free kick. I'm going to try and take this free kick from distance. I'm going to try and go for a bit of a knuckle technique, but I've got no height on it whatsoever, so it's going to be blocked, and it's going to be this number 7 to try and get rid of the ball for Oddfellows. It's going to drop only as far as me, though. I've got Qualms in my way for a moment, try and skip through the gap as 3 men there, absolutely sandwiched, and they're going to try and bring the ball down the line, but we still got them penned in. It's myself and Eric working to try and get the ball back. Eric bringing the flare into play, and when the flare comes out, you know there's going to be a bit of tasty tackles coming through, and there's one of them. It's going to be Mike's going to the ground, a little nutmeg on the Eric by the number 8. Santos comes in and wins the ball. It's going to be Eric again. He's showing a bit too much flair for their liking, and you can see the tackles flying in, and just what our side thought of it. They weren't too happy, but you know the game's always going to get tasty at these points. We've got it from the point Eric's doing flicks like that. They're a few goals down. It's not going to be ending well with the tackles. So there's one. No free kick for that. Surprised by that. Little nutmeg on Eric. Santos comes across with a clean tackle. Eric still got the ball, trying to drop the shoulder. Little nick there, and this guy's come across, and it's getting tasty. We move on though, and it's going to be Mike's trying to get the ball into the box once again. It's a decent delivery. It's bundled in, and it looks like it might be Tolu to get the final touch. I don't even know what really happened there, but somehow it's ended up in the back of the net, and it's 6-0. We're free scoring right now, and we're loving it. We're absolutely enjoying it. Let's take another look at this. Mike's with the ball into the box. It's spiraling in the air there. It looks like it's fallen off a few bodies. I think it might have come off Kieran and hit back with one of their players and come back and hit off Tolu. But it's 6-0 there. Another goal. And yeah, Tolu getting his second of the game. Who would have thought that? Tolu playing at centre-back and scoring 2 goals. Oddfellows still giving it a go. Over on the far side is their number 8. Sam does well, puts in a good challenge and keeps the ball for us too. All of a sudden, I'm not even sure what started this, but there's a bit of beef going on between Qualms and the number 20. Ref calls them over. You know what it's like. Little talking to, and we continue. I mean, here it's just always still going to just continue this time. Eric is not happy with the challenge from the number 20. 20 thinks he's done nothing wrong. Eric's letting him know that he's not happy with it. And yeah, once again, we're just going to try and defuse it. The number 9 for them has it on the far side. He's played it into the 8. 8 tries to get across the box. Qualms is there to stop them from getting anything on that. This guy goes for the outside of the boot technique, and he can't find the target. Eric has the ball for us then, over the halfway line, and he's going to play it back to myself this time. I've got Mike's in front of me. Mike's takes a few touches, and he's about to get his head up. You know what that means. He's going to try and find a pass in behind. He finds one. Santos. Santos can't get enough on it. 21 for Oddfellows, trying to shield this one inside their half. Eric gets a foot in. Mike comes across and wins the ball. They're not really happy. Santos is playing 1-2s with himself. A lot going on here, as this time it goes for Santos to shoot, and he's going to drag this one. They've tried to get rid of the ball, but it's going to drop only as far as Eric. Good control. He's going to try and get his head up and search for Kieran at the far post. He's going to be cut out this time. The ball's with Bradley now at right back. He's got a few options in front of him. He's got Mike's. He's got Kieran line. He goes straight into the feet of Drew. That's a nice little turn from Drew up against the number 22, and he's going to play it into Kieran. He thinks he's offside. He's just kind of coasting there. Referee says play on. He puts one across the box. It's too far for Santos. Eric's going to have the ball again. It's not the kind of player you want to play against when you're a few goals down and you have a few tired legs amongst your ranks, as he finds the feet of Santos. Santos twisting and turning, a bit of samba, that Brazilian flair that he's got, as he's going to play it into me. I'm going to knock it into Mike's. Mike's and Eric linking up very nicely. Number 21's given up, it seems. It's going to go back into Eric. He tries a little chop pass, maybe a bit too much this time, and they're going to clear it, but it's going to drop down only as far as myself. Number 20 chasing me back. I thought about going to the corner, but probably not the right thing to do in this case. We're 6-0 up, and it's not necessary, but I've drawn the foul, and we'll take that. Mike's to take this free kick from the left then, looking for the back post again. It seems Tolu looking to get his hat trick in there. It's going to drop out wide to Sam. His pass is going to be cut out there by their captain. That's it for me. My game's going to be done. It's Lamre Superstar. Make sure to message him and ask him why he's not starting. Just ask him. No team really wants to reach this point where you allow Eric and Mike's to do this. Literally, they're taking it like a training ground, and it's not necessarily to take the piss, but to hold onto the ball. And I don't mind if we do it like that. Eric, nice bit of skill, plays into Bradley. I don't know what he's doing up there, but he's in search of a goal. There's a little battle for the ball on the halfway line. Once again, lovely feet from Eric. He's going to go into Kieran now. Kieran's got a few options in front of him. He goes to Drew. Drew into Bradley. Bradley's found himself inside the box, and Bradley's going to place it past the goalkeeper. And what a moment for him. His first ever goal for UTR. We've had to wait 1 season or more for it, but it's finally come. And look at him. He doesn't even know how to celebrate. Honestly, no idea how he's found himself there, but lovely little weight of pass on from Drew there. Bradley finds it and he gets the gap just past the goalkeeper. And look how happy he is. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that happy to score for UTR, for real. Who would have thought this though? 7 goals past a team that took us to extra time in a thrilling cup final, and all of a sudden it seems like they've fallen apart today. But this guy finds himself in behind and it's a lovely strike. He manages to get on the score sheet, 7-1. Although it's not going to mean much to them, at least they've gotten on the score sheet. But yeah, that's going to be the game done. We've won it by 6 goals. You know, it's even a luxury when you get to bring superstars like Lamre on when you're winning by so many goals. But yeah, a good performance for us. Obviously, there's still plenty of work to be done to get where I would like us to be. But it's a good start, a good starting point for the season. And it's a good bounce back from the SC Dons game. So we're going to take it, an emphatic win. And hopefully we can build on that in the near future. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's Sunday League. I'm hoping that you have enjoyed it. A big win, a good team performance, and I'm very happy with it myself. Before we go though, make sure that if you are not subscribed already, you subscribe to the UTR channel. The content will be coming on there shortly. Also, if you do want to purchase our home kit, the link for that is down in the description below. That's it from me though. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Peace.